All right. Welcome back to Life Wide Open podcast. I am joined by my co-host, CJ, and my new co-host, Dude Evan, bro.
Happy to be here, Ben.
So if you guys haven't been paying attention, Evan is now full-time CboysTV.
And people were stoked.
Yeah, if you missed the video, we announced it in a video, and everyone was so freaking amped about it.
Yeah, because it has been such a long time coming.
It's been a blast so far.
Yeah, what do you think after being a part of the crew for a week?
Oh, look who it is.
Steven?
Hey, start the podcast without me.
You're dirty.
I figured you were coming. What are you doing? What do you got going on here?
Dude.
You look like a laborman.
I've been pressure washing my truck for the last hour and a half, dude.
Can we get a zoom in on this guy's face?
Yeah. We don't have a zoom in. He'll get messed up. The cameras. Ken's back there. He can't run 3.
I need a freaking beer after that.
So we just
What's your plan here? Are you planning on wearing this the whole time or what? You smell like shit, Ryan.
What's the deal with mudding, guys? Why do they like it so much? Mudding sucks.
Mudding's fun. It's just cleaning sucks.
But yeah, I got 6 minutes of fun to an hour and a half of pressure washing non-enjoyment. The fun to not fun is not there.
Do most mudding guys spend?
I don't think they wash it.
Do they spend that much time cleaning it? Because most mudding guys are like, well, I'm going to just clean it again, or I'm going to just mud it again, so why would I waste my time?
I guess that's true, but I feel like guys like Braden, their stuff's clean at the start, and then they go and get dirty, and you feel gross, you're wet, I have mud on my face.
You wasn't built for it, Ryan.
I wasn't built
Mudding
for
guys
my
were
life.
built for that shit.
Your truck wasn't built for it either.
My truck
That
was
is
also
probably
not
the
built for it,
most
dude.
true statement. Yeah, I forget that that's like $100,000 truck, and you've done some dirty things to it, literally.
Well, I kind of forgot. I don't forget, but you forget. And then, you do the thing. And so, say last night, my truck got stuck in the field, and we had to have Jake come and pull it out. And I had to leave it there overnight. I left, and I went, ate supper, and then laid down in bed. And I was thinking about my poor truck out there, stuck in the field. And I go, man, why did I do that? I spent so much money on something, and I'm so proud of it and try to keep it nice. I'm like, why did I go get it stuck up to the bumper in the middle of our field? It was just dumb.
Well, you didn't do it on purpose.
Well, to be fair,
True.
I did also kind of warn you. I hate to be that guy.
You did, and actually probably that's why I got stuck. Because if you're like, don't come out here, I'm like, I got to come out there now. You told me I can't.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I wanted to prove
It wasn't
you wrong.
like a thing that me saying you can't do it. I was just being like, yo, it's super soft. You shouldn't do it. It's not like I was questioning if you could make it or not.
To be fair, I had more faith in my truck than I should have. All right, I'm going to go change. Sorry to interrupt about Evan.
Anyways, we've had the group, it started with 7. It was a hobby. And then, a couple people went their own ways, and it was just us 5 for the last couple of years now. And a lot of people would always ask, can I join CboysTV? Can I join CboysTV? And we'd be like, no, it's not really like that. We're just we're friends, and it just formed into this naturally. We're not really adding more people but Evan just kind of slowly finagled his way in. Unintentional, I would assume.
I mean, I was definitely looking forward, every time we got to hang out.
Okay, but you weren't intentionally trying to work your way into the group.
Yeah, not necessarily. I was just trying to do something cool every time I came down.
Yeah. Well, Evan just was such a good basically addition to the team that we had to offer him to quit his job and come on full time.
It was pretty crazy, quitting my job, to be honest. I didn't know what circumstances it would take for me to quit my job. I just didn't envision doing it, and especially that quick.
The way that you did it. The way that he did it is so legendary.
Can we back up a little bit? So we were in San Diego, and it's me, Evan, and Ben, and we're sitting at this table, and we've been drinking a little bit, whatever.
On my birthday.
On Evan's birthday, vibes
The
were
mimosas
very
were
high.
flowing. We were sitting by the ocean. Vibes were extremely
high.
Yeah.
And Evan just kept saying, dude, you guys, you just don't understand, how awesome this is. Thank you so much for bringing me along, and I just love this. Dude, you don't realize how much I don't want to go back to work.
Were you baiting us in? Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, I couldn't have imagined that you guys were just going to drop it like that.
We had already talked about it a couple weeks prior, all of us guys, and the RV trip was actually kind of a test. We already knew you were going to fit in good, but we were like, well, let's just give it one last little final test run, and you were passing with flying colors because it was great having you with.
So then we didn't know when to bring it up, and so when you were talking about it at lunch or at breakfast that morning, we're like, man, it's like he almost knows, like if Mike like tipped him off or something like that, and he's just trying to bait us in right now. It was just
which is a very common thing to happen. Mike would totally.
He totally would. Yeah. We got like this big plan to unveil it to Evan, and we're all excited to, hopefully get him to be.
And he
like,
already just
happy
spilled
about
the
it.
beans.
Mike's like, oh yeah, Evan, yeah, the boys are probably gonna ask you.
He's like that meme of the cat at the end of the table. Like pop that up on the screen. He's the cat. He's just like just sitting in the back.
It was like a perfect time to bring it up and ask you and everything, but like I said, we were a couple mimosas in, and the vibes were good. And Evan goes, "Fuck it, I'm gonna text my boss." Right
He's
now.
like, he was super in.
I'm so in. I'm gonna text my boss right now. And Evan's been working asbestos, the same job for 10 years. So you've had the same boss for 10 years, right? I'd imagine the same guy.
Yep.
Maybe don't do that right now. I mean, maybe talk to your girl, talk to your family, figure out some details first. And Evan was like, "Nope, I'm gonna do it right now."
Evan like shows me his phone, and he's got this like thing. I start reading. I'm like, okay, yeah, and it's him. His resignation is 2 weeks or whatever. He's like, should I send it? Look good? And I just go, maybe just wait 24 hours. And then like 1 minute later, he just turns and looks at me and goes, I sent it.
Dude, I mean, I guess it goes to show you had what you wanted to figured out. Like you knew.
Yeah,
Which,
I love it.
I knew what I wanted to do, and I figured I was doing the best thing by just letting him know as soon as possible.
True. That you did have a good
Yeah.
point there, because the sooner you let him know, then it's like, one less day of having to work there, I guess.
Yeah, plus we had a week left to the RV trip, so I figured I didn't want to get stuck working when I went back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, how is it? You've been here for a week.
It's
Is it
been
is it
super
everything
muddy.
you dreamed of?
I envisioned less mud, but other than that, no, it's been sick.
Is it easier or harder?
I
I won't be offended if you say it's easier at all. Or
mean, yeah,
harder.
it's easier, but it's easier to just keep moving, doing something you enjoy doing. Like
Yeah.
even stuff that might not seem fun, a lot funner than removing asbestos.
Dude, you had to have just been like stoked to, one, this is a pretty fun job, but two, just be done with that.
Oh, for sure. Like I didn't know what I would do if I wasn't doing that, but like this is like a dream job, so it's just opposite ends of the spectrum.
How did your family take it? How's everyone receiving it? Your friends, your coworkers?
Yeah, everyone just stoked, like across
Really?
the board. Everyone I've
That's
talked to,
good.
it's all good things, happy for me. Like
No one's concerned or anything like that?
not that I'm aware of, but I'm sure there's some concerns. But
Behind the scenes.
Slim's like, I don't know how I'm going to keep fixing his bike if he has to keep riding it every day.
I'm gonna keep Slim busy.
Yeah, man, we're definitely stoked to have you on, and everyone watching right now that supports us by just watching the videos or the podcast, or buying the merch and everything like that. Like, you made this possible for us to bring on Evan, and hopefully we can just continue to do it and grow the brand.
I just want to say from everybody, we're just happy to have you here, Evan.
Stoked.
It seemed like no matter what we were doing, it was just like if Evan was there, it was more fun, the vibes were higher, and the video just would end up better. That was our whole reasoning behind pretty much doing it.
No, as I say, I'm super happy to be here and super thankful for the opportunity to do this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I feel like we said we would never do this, but not necessarily never bring Evan on, but you just never would bring another person onto the team. But
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe we'll bring some more people on.
Yeah, we used to be asked that all the time, and we're like, I don't think it works like that. But, I mean, now, it kind of does, because it's just making the videos better.
Yep.
That is just really seamless because, like, we've been pretty much best friends now since we went to Gold Creek, dude. I think about that all the time. The first trip to Gold Creek we went on, Evan drives from Duluth to Cormorant, and I'm like, hey, Evan, we're going to leave at, 6 a.m., whatever. So Evan, being a normal dude, is like, all right, we're leaving at 6. I got to load up a bike. I got to load up my stuff. I'm going to be there at 5, like ready to go. Well, Micah's birthday was the night before. So I'm there at like 5:45, everything ready. Evan rolls in. He's like, all right, hey, and we chat, load up, and he goes, where's everybody else? Should we go on? We're waiting for Micah. We got to drag Micah out of bed. We got to get Ben. We had to go pick up Cody. The first time I pulled on the highway 10, I turned left. And I don't know. I just was tired, not paying attention. And I like kind of pulled out in front of a semi and like didn't go that fast. And Evan called me, goes, oh, there's a semi there. And then what? 10 hours later, we ran out of gas.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, somehow you blame that on yourself that we ran out of gas because of you, because you said it didn't top off. It just went to $100 and then back. But from that moment, I think of like the way that we met was all so bad. Like you could have literally just wrote us off right there, being like, these kids are so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say dumb. Just maybe a little disorganized at times.
Just a little ill-prepared.
Just a shit show.
It is funny, though. It goes to show like how just getting out there and doing something new can put you, in the position to have an opportunity later on in life or just, such good friendships. It's amazing, If Evan would have just been like, I don't really know these guys, I don't want to ride with them, or I don't want to go with, because it was technically David who was just like, hey, you want to just ride with these guys? You can come riding with us. You had no clue who we were, and you just were like, whatever, I'll go.
Well, shout out to David for making that happen.
He's going to want that shout out too.
For sure.
It's true, though. That's the same thing. When I met my girlfriend, I remember, it was years ago. She cold called me up and asked to go on a party bus. Like a few days prior, I was thinking to myself, you just got to say yes to more things and like get out there, because that's how you getting out in the world and getting into new experiences, new environments, meeting new people. A lot of opportunities present themselves from there. Like having a lot of friends and just knowing a lot of people and being good with them, having good relationships really can help you out in the long term.
Yeah, I think that's like the beautiful thing that we deal with is like the more we say yes to and the more things that we do, like the more content we get out of it. And we like put ourselves in all these like such weird positions, right? Like why would you ever go to a city that has no laws like Squatterville,
right?
Besides for us making like a video out of it, but like leaving it, man, video aside, I had a great time. Ryan, I don't think you did, but I learned a lot from it, and it was like a very like humbling experience. When would you ever put yourself in that position if it wasn't for like making a video or just like saying yes to being like,
yeah,
fuck.
I mean, just saying yes to more things and just trying things is huge. I like go to think about that even with getting deals. So our buddy Mark, he just knows like everybody. And so like you can get a good deal. Let's say you need like a jet ski lift. You ask Mark, he knows somebody who sells jet ski lifts, and that person's going to get you a deal now because Mark's good buddies with him. Just goes to being like friends with people. Then you go to pick it up. You end up being friends with them now. It's super helpful meeting people and just building relationships like that kind of stuff, And then maybe they need something and they come to us later on and then you give it back. But
it's funny how small the world actually is. We were just talking about this on the RV trip. We met Kyle from Nelk one day, and now he's met Trump. Like you're like one extension away from Trump. But I mean, like
that's one away from Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that's one away from
That's
Kim
where I
Jong-un.
went with it. I was like,
it.
it's crazy that we're like 2 people away from Kim Jong-un.
can we unpack that a little bit, rewind? When we were in Slab City, Ryan and kind of Ken, you guys were kind of hanging back. You were saying your distance, which, I mean, I understand maybe you didn't want to roll in with such a big pack, which makes sense. But also, at the end, you kind of mentioned that you felt like maybe we were being disrespectful or something.
Yeah.
Care to elaborate? Because Ben mentioned it earlier.
Yeah. It was such a weird place. I was just through and through uncomfortable.
Yeah. When I edited it, it was pretty fucking funny.
Me out.
No, I didn't edit you out, but you just weren't even really in the camera shot because you were like in the background and your face was like this the whole time.
I was just uneasy.
I should honestly go get a screen grab because it's pretty fucking funny. If anything, though, I will say. So you felt uncomfortable.
Dude, the whole time. I felt uncomfortable like with myself being there. And then I felt uncomfortable like we're riding around on these like dirt bikes, like making noise. And like everybody just like felt like they were like looking at you. You just see them back in their huts like looking at you. And I felt
you're supposed to say hi.
I'm sure they were looking at us.
Yeah,
yes. But like
exactly.
you driving down the road and somebody looks at you and you're like,
No, but
Shit. Oh shit, they saw me.
no, not like that. And that's not how I felt. I felt like it would be the same thing if someone was in my neighborhood riding a dirt bike around. I'd be like, what the fuck is this kid doing?
Right.
And we're there kind of like exploiting their lifestyle. And that
Yeah,
I
made me
agree
feel
with
uneasy.
that.
And I totally get that you don't think that. But like,
No, I see where you're
I
coming
agree with
from.
what you're saying
I see
there.
where you're coming
yeah.
from.
So like, I just didn't feel that right, which obviously isn't good because we had a job to do there. But like,
I thought you guys did fine, honestly, because it just wasn't your spot where you thrive.
yeah.
It wasn't like your situation where you thrive, and there's other situations where you thrive, and maybe I don't, and that's fine. Then you take the reins. But it was funny though. I gotta say, I need to find some like screen grabs of your guys' face, because I honestly though, if anything, and I'm not saying this to be mean, if they were going to be mad at anyone, I think they would have been mad at you guys. Like the looks on your faces and the way you were acting was almost very unapproachable. Whereas we were being very approachable. We were like, hey, how's it going? You know, talking to them. And they were talking to us, letting them ride the dirt bike. You know, they wanted to invite me into the house. I went in. Like, I wasn't like, no, I'm not coming in here. You know, that.
Yeah.
As soon as we started talking, they welcomed us because I didn't have a single bad experience the whole time, and they all loved us. Freaking Darlene wanted us to stay, and she even said like, if you ever come back, you got to come visit, and like you know,
There was two types of people being tourists in that slab city, right? There was us going around.
we were like
I
the
would
only
consider it
ones.
like boots on the ground.
I think it was that we didn't look like we were scared either. Like we
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
going in like, because then it makes them feel like, what? Oh, you're scared of me?
Yeah.
Like, you know. Also, this is just hypothetical, but keep going.
And then there was other people that would straight up have like a rental car just going down the middle of like these gravel roads with their windows up, and you could tell that they were just like
They wouldn't
weird
look at the
like
people.
tourist, but they wanted to see what it was all about. Super strange that it was more of like a tourist destination, but they were scared. And that was, in my opinion, more disrespectful, because then these people are just like almost there just like judging, where we're there just basically like
We were riding the
we're
skate
like
park and,
immersing
like, they wanted
ourselves
us to.
in the community.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were like welcomed us with open arms. I mean, the first guy was like, I asked him, what do we got to do to like, you know, fit in here, or, you know, not
avoid doing
disrespect anyone. And he goes, honestly, man, just have a kind, open heart and don't steal shit. Which is pretty funny, because then moments later we thought that he stole my pool bike, but he didn't. He was a nice guy. And that was almost kind of just like the mentality like going around. So obviously there was like the tweakers, which would probably the ones staying in the back of their property, like looking at you, and that probably were more sketchy. Obviously those aren't the ones that are like inviting us in. But then, I mean, I don't know. Most of the people seemed like super welcoming and nice.
To your point, Ryan, about exploiting their lives, I see where you're coming from, because I wouldn't want to do that either. And that's why I just cut out literally, we had like an hour of footage of Darlene telling us all these stories of her life. I was just like, we're going to take that out. Which she even gave us permission to film and stuff. It was just so, I don't know. I don't feel like we did, because they gave us permission to film, and they were even like coming up and talking to us, and like they kept carrying on after. I mean, we're clearly filming, you know.
It's like one of those things, like after we left and was driving away, everything was fine. I was like, fuck, I wish I'd experienced that better. You guys are so good at experiencing life in so many different like odd scenarios and like capturing it, that sometimes when I'm scared or I'm uncomfortable, you don't get to experience it. Because if I had come there alone or like with my family, I would have been the guy in a car driving around. I would not have been the guy riding the dirt bike or walking around. But like, that's the way that you guys are about some things. And it's so cool to see, because kind of like you say, you're like, yeah, that was my element. Like I was in my element there, like doing things with people. And I feel the same way, like when we do like little pranks on people, even if it's not that detrimental to them, I just get so uncomfortable doing it. And it's tough. I'm working on getting over it. Yeah, but I feel weirded out.
I feel that way though, typically too. I don't know. I just like feel like going into that kind of stuff, I'm already prepared for what it's going to be. A lot of people came up to me after, I'm like, wow, I can't believe you went to Slab City. It really wasn't that sketch, I thought. And I had such a large group of people.
And the people you selected, like it was like Darlene, who was
really
nice and
people.
welcoming. You didn't like go up to the guy that was in the back like,
The baby
hey,
heads.
come over here. Let me film you. You know, like she was open to it.
People that live there, if they are mad about tourists or people coming in and filming it, which I'm sure there is, but you got to keep in mind, like, this is kind of like a tourist destination in,
like
in
an
like
art
a
village.
weird way, like an art village. Like, if you wanted to really be secluded, I'm sure there's plenty of places that you can go in the United States that aren't as like destinational, you know?
That's true.
So it's like,
That's true.
yeah, obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure
had the
they're
whole
not all
art
stoked
stuff.
about
It
it.
seemed like they were really doing it up to make it either creepy or
Like,
whatever,
kind
which
of like
almost
destinational,
attracted
though.
more
Yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like every shack was also an art exhibit.
That too.
Exactly.
with like
And
the
they were
baby
asking for
heads
donations and shit, and like CJ donated Darlene $100, and we went to this art museum, and they were like, "Yo, we appreciate like any donations. You can touch all the art. You can ride on the art." Ryan got mad at me because I
He
was
didn't get
taking
mad,
a
but
picture
I was
on
like,
it.
I don't know if
Stop
you should."
touching shit, and I was like, he told me I could, and yeah, I mean, we donated money and shit too.
That place is just the polar opposite of what a normal person is. Like, normally you go to a fucking art museum and you don't touch everything. And Ben's
No
running
shit,
around.
this is not a normal art
I
museum.
know, but
this
I'm-
is an art museum in Slab City.
I know, but Ben's like running around touching shit, like pulling it off, and I'm like, I don't know if we're supposed to do that. And
He said,
and then
touch everything you want, but if you bleed, you have to bleed on the art.
exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Then we were leaving, and then you were like, "This guy got mad at me," and I was like, "I didn't get mad."
I
was
love
just like,
that.
I
They
don't
all
know
go,
that we should.
Fuck you, man. Your
Yeah.
vibes are bad.
Yeah. Then they just like
Said
came in
that to
like,
Ryan.
"No, that's not what
They
it's
said
about."
that to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, "No, dude, that's not what it's about. Like, your vibes are off. You got to be more."
The people told you that, Ryan.
Yeah, at the end, and I just was like, "All right, you are right,
I
dude."
missed that.
Like, yes, dude, you are right.
See
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying though? I think you guys were so uncomfortable that it made you unapproachable
I
in the
know.
situation, which made them be like, "What's wrong with those guys? They don't like my place here. What? They don't want to come to my house? Like
Yeah.
that type of thing." You guys, I see exactly where you're coming from with the art thing because typically you're not supposed to touch other people's shit. They must have worked hard on it. You just didn't hear what the guy said prior. I see where you're coming from. It's just, if you guys went and were rock crawling in a razor up a mountain, I would be uncomfortable and you would probably feel just fine. So just goes to show there's different strokes for different folks.
It was a great saying there.
I'm just trying to merge it. I don't know. I just like being in weird situations though for some reason. I don't like it, but I just like, especially when we're filming, because I just think it's
Just
really
driving.
interesting.
If you put me in like other situations, I can be the extreme. I'm like, "No, it's fine. Don't worry about this."
Yeah, it's like your truck.
Yeah. But like, to most people, I'm over the edge of like, wow, he really just is like going with the flow. He doesn't care about this, doesn't
Yeah.
like whatever.
There's just different levels.
And then I'm with you guys, and I look like a fucking Karen walking around Slab City. And it's just like it's so hard to elevate up to this like high level.
I wouldn't say high level.
It is, yeah.
Also, though, I will say every single person I've ran into in town or just back home, they go, "I saw that you guys went to that city with no laws. Wow, that was something. That was sketchy, or that I would not do that." So I mean, they wouldn't probably hopped on, walked around. So
Maybe we are just extremely jaded.
If you guys are the 1%, I'm like at fucking 2%. I'm right
yeah.
there, dude. I'm
No, I
working
agree,
on
I
it.
agree.
I'm working on it.
agree.
Ken's maybe at 3.
No fucking way. Ken ain't at 3.
I
Ken's
forgot-
at 97.
I'm
We
sorry,
just
Ken.
drag him into those situations.
I'm sorry. I forgot your Jamie Cam today. You're back there defenseless, but
So who do you think would win in a hot dog eating contest?
Ooh.
Micah or Ken? Micah loves hot dogs.
Yeah, he does, but
Ken
he's
can
like
probably
a bird.
put him down. Yeah,
Micah is a glizzy gladiator.
I feel like he won't even chew it. He'll just
Micah or Ken?
Mike. He'll just slide that thing right down his
He
throat.
loves the feeling of it.
I don't know. We
money's
should
on
do
Mike.
that after this. Let's actually. I'm gonna make a versus poll. So if you guys aren't following us on Versus, go to the Versus app. Follow us at CboysTV. You can vote. It's either free or you can put money down on it. All right. So hot dog eating contest tomorrow night, 7:00. We got Big Ken versus the Bird, Micah. Hot dog Mike though. Mike doesn't even know he's in the other room right now, but he was gonna be ecstatic when he sees all those hot dogs on that plate.
Dude, I am absolutely fascinated by the guys that can put down like 25 Big Macs in 10 minutes. And they're like,
They're mighty hungry.
they're barely any bigger than Ryan, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt so tiny picked me on that.
Well, I'm not a big guy.
He's not that big, but I mean, he looks like he eats 25 Big Macs in a sitting.
Dude, he's a big guy, but he's not that big. Yeah.
Not as big as you'd think.
So you guys know how I'm like young and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, it must be nice.
I realized that there's just certain things that I just missed, like being young, that are still very relevant today, but I
Yeah.
Like the 90s.
wasn't born yet. One of those things. Or if I was born, it just wasn't happening in my life, right?
Okay.
WWE. Missed it.
You did.
Totally missed it.
Really?
Means absolutely
You didn't
nothing.
have TV.
Means absolutely nothing to me.
I probably only had a short stint. I think it was like 4th through maybe 6th, 4th into 6th grade. I, eventually kind of got out of it, but I freaking loved it, dude. I'd watch every night. So I watched Monday
Really?
Night Raw. Then I'd watch, at the time it was Thursday night ECW, or maybe it was Tuesday night ECW, and then they had Friday night SmackDown.
Jeez, they had a lot of these shows. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I
and I
CJ,
freaking
I
loved
wasn't
them.
that into it.
Well, for a long
I
time.
only watched it 4 nights a week.
3. No, it was just 3 nights, but yeah, it was the best, dude. Evan, I feel like you watched WWE.
I did not.
Really?
Yeah, no wrestling for me.
That makes me feel better. I'm not sure if I want to actually admit this out loud, but it's fake.
No shit.
Okay, all right. I was just double
Ben
checking.
thinks he's holding on to mind-blowing information right here.
CJ, you won't believe this, bro. But do they pick who the winner's going to be?
Yeah, they already have it picked.
So how does that work then?
They have it picked, but then they go into the match and basically make it entertaining.
Yeah.
So they have a few ideas on how it's going to go, but then it's up to them in there, and they just are so good at doing it. They can just play along with each other and make an entertaining fight.
How do they determine who the champion's going to be though?
Probably just off a storyline and what's going to sell the best, what's going to be the most entertaining. Because that's all it is. It's like they have all these crazy storylines that come in where someone steals this person's girlfriend or yeah, it's like it gets so good, dude. It's honestly that's what it was about. It was like a drama. And then this guy got his tag team partner, and his tag team partner betrays him.
Yeah.
He turns on him in the match and joins the other tag team or whatever,
So it's just all acting then.
Yeah, it is.
Because then when they're mad about it, it's like they went into it knowing.
Well, they're not actually mad. It's just acting, dude. It's just for
Right,
entertainment,
right.
homie. That's why it's called WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. Entertainment.
I think there's the 3 stages of WWE as you're growing up. First, you're a kid, you think it's real, and you're awestruck.
Yeah.
Then you go through your teen years, and you're like, it's fake. And then you get older, and you go, these dudes are still throwing themselves out the top
it'd be
rope to
freaking
freaking
painful, dude.
head slam some dude. And you just go, I can just appreciate the show.
Yeah.
That's how I was watching Logan Paul's do it. I was like, how is he doing this?
Yeah,
it's
he was
literally
pretty
insane.
talented. I would love to go to a WWE match. Just go nuts.
I would love to see
Get
you
all
at
drunk.
a WWE.
I'd probably
match.
pay the extra money to get right down
Inside?
front, dude.
Do you get hit with a chair?
Fuck no, I'm not trying to get hit with a chair. Why would I want that? I pay to get hit with a chair.
CJ goes to his first WWE match.
Get hit with a stray chair. Suck ass, dude. I'm gonna actually look right now. When is the next WWE coming around?
Yo, how? It wouldn't be funny, but it'd be pretty fucking funny.
Dude, I'd hop the thing and body slam like that.
CJ gets hit with a stretch.
Okay, all they got is shitty ass micro wrestling.
Micro wrestling?
Yeah, so
Like midgets?
Midgets?
you're not supposed to use that
Come
word
on.
anymore.
Like little people?
yeah,
Come on.
little people wrestling.
Evan, you trying to get canceled?
Micro wrestling.
Dwarfs?
That's at the windbreak. No fucking way. It's today. It's tonight, guys. If we go to Fargo, we can watch micro wrestling.
We almost have to. CJ,
I might have to stay in town.
CJ, I'm gonna get a massive sign made that says "Hit my friend with a
Dude,
chair."
they fucking would. Those
They would,
the
dude.
micro wrestlers are actually savages.
Savage.
They're trying to climb the ranks. There's such a hierarchy to becoming a wrestler. Like the WWE type of wrestler. There's all these little small leagues or divisions that you have to climb through and do good.
Are they all fake?
Yeah.
I gotta imagine that Wednesday night at the Windbreak division has gotta be pretty
I
bottom
feel
of the
like
barrel,
it would be
dude.
fucking nuts, dude. Everyone would be all hammered and shit.
They're going
Midgets.
CJ!
jumping- Sorry. Sorry.
Little
Is that
people-
actually
micro?
a bad word?
Yes.
Yeah. I would say it's just as bad as saying the R word. You can't say the R word anymore. Isn't that weird how many things have changed? When I was a kid, I think I said the R word. I mean, I was waving that thing around like it was nothing, no one's business. Like every single one of my friends, everyone called each other that. That's just how the kids were.
That's another
back
thing
then.
I missed it.
You didn't have friends. That was a problem. They were calling you the R word, Ben. That's what it was.
Back, dude.
That's what it was.
It's not a funny joke, man.
It's not. I mean, it's sad truth. You're my cousin. I don't feel happy about it. How do you think it
Something
is?
funny, Evan?
Growing up with a kid like this? Got to take him around with you?
Now you're stuck with them.
Yeah,
Your
now
parents.
I work with him.
It all started with one time where CJ's parents go, "Why don't you just hang out with your little cousin Ben?"
Yeah, June 17th. Friday Night SmackDown.
Okay, that'd be pretty legit.
That's in Minneapolis. Frick, I don't want to go all the way to Minneapolis in the summer.
June 17th. That's a good summer night right there.
I think we'll be on the Crown Rally.
What
Yeah,
are
we're
they
gonna
in
be
Vegas
gone.
next?
We just don't
I'm-
go to any events unless they're in Vegas.
I'm sure I'll come back
if you
around
want a
by
good
then.
show, you got to go to Vegas. WWE's fucking sick, though, if you ask me. I probably couldn't watch it today, but I love watching like the documentaries of the wrestlers that I watched growing up, and they talk about, it's a hard life.
I can imagine.
They don't make that much money either.
Until they're in the WWE.
You don't make that much money in the WWE.
Really?
Unless you're like megastar, like Hulk Hogan, or like the top guys, they do. But realistically, for how much they're working and traveling, and they don't make that much money.
Hey guys, quick break in the podcast for a word from today's sponsor, Policy Genius.
If someone relies on your financial support, whether it's a child, aging parent, or even a business partner, you need life insurance. Life insurance can give you peace of mind that if something happens to you, your loved ones would have financial cushion for rent or mortgage payments, loans, education costs, and everyday expenses.
Having life insurance through your job may not be enough. Most people need up to 10 times more coverage to properly provide for their families. Typical life insurance gets more expensive as you age, so it's smart to get a policy sooner rather than later.
Policy Genius is your one-stop shop to find the insurance that you need at the right price. Click the link in the description or head to policygenius.com/cboys and answer a few questions. In just a few minutes, you can compare personalized quotes from top companies to find your lowest price. You could save 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius.
The team of licensed experts at Policy Genius are on hand through the entire process to help you understand your options and make decisions with confidence. The Policy Genius team works with you, not the insurance companies. Whether you're just getting started to shop or you have questions about your active policy, they're your independent advocates offering unbiased advice.
Policy Genius doesn't add on extra fees or sell your info to third parties. Policy Genius even has options that offer coverage in as little as a week and avoid unnecessary medical exams. Since 2014, Policy Genius has helped over 30 million people shop for insurance and placed over $120 billion in coverage.
Head on over to policygenius.com/cboys to get your free life insurance quote to see how much you could save. Now back to the podcast.
You know what's another sport from my childhood that I think is really sick now is freaking Monster Jam. Monster Jam. Have you seen the clips of Monster Jam? I post them all.
I
on my
think
story.
Monster Jam's gotten even crazier since we were kids.
It's insane. They literally jump
Because
the entire
technology, dude.
stadium.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
How do you
Over the entire stadium?
no like the length of the whole thing? How do you boot a large item like that? Like legitimately 200 feet, and then they just land a flat and then
Yeah.
bounce.
We should
It's
get
insane.
Evan in a monster truck.
Dude, no
Nothing
offense.
would make me happier.
Evan, no offense, homie. You're great at riding bikes, but you're not a very good driver.
Dude.
Yeah, I've never been
Really?
accused of being a wheelman.
I don't think you're a good driver at all. I'm sorry.
Like behind the wheel of a vehicle, like a car.
Not even necessarily a car, but like
Some weight
I was
behind
watching
that,
you.
CJ.
I was watching you drive the shifter carts, the go karts when we were in Utah. We didn't. It never was in a video, but you just weren't really choosing that great of lines. The tires were spinning. The braking wasn't great.
All right, round 2. We're gonna do this. I got to prove myself. Apparently,
No, I'm just. I mean,
too-
you're a lot better on a bike.
To be fair, Evan, yeah, when you tried doing the donuts in the parking lot the
That
other
was
day,
garbage,
that
too.
was so bad.
that was embarrassing.
That
I'll
was
admit,
so
that was
bad.
really
You
embarrassing.
see what I'm saying? It was at that point where I was like, yeah, he's just not a good driver. I knew at that moment because I had an inkling before. I was like, I don't know. What is his deal? He drinking too many teas before this? I don't know what's going on. But then once he tried to do a donut in the parking lot and couldn't even do that, I was like, okay. I don't think this guy drives much.
This guy's actually got a problem.
Great dirt biker though,
Nah, I'll stick to 2 wheels.
and 4-wheelers.
I'm not a quad guy.
I mean, still rip on it though.
I do what I can.
You can admit that, Evan?
Even if I was a quad guy, I'd be in the closet for sure.
Poor Ryan. Everything's
somebody-
just getting back on you.
Somebody has to be a quad guy.
Yeah,
Someone's got to be the quad guy of the group. Nobody wants to be the quad guy.
Yeah, no, I agree. You need the diversity.
Yeah, like Glenn. That guy's a quad.
Fucking Glenn from Functional Power Sports.
Function.
Function Power Sports.
Quad guy.
Quad guy. He just didn't get it. When we were roasting him out in the field, I did feel bad. The dude just spent 2 days building our razor. We take it out. We're out for 10 minutes and we're making fun of him. But also, if we're not making fun of you, that means we probably don't like you.
It's true. He's a
You're
good
not
kid.
a part of the group. I told Glenn he'd come back anytime. He's fucking funny, dude. Every little word he said out of his mouth was like an advertisement for someone else. Every time he opened his mouth, I thought I was watching a commercial.
Glenn was getting some kind of kickbacks. He had to have been.
I told him, I said, dude, you're a walking commercial.
That guy should sell advertisements.
He could.
I think he's kind of selling like power sports.
Well, that's what
parts.
he's doing, yeah.
He's gonna do great then. He's gonna do great. Good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy. I love that guy. Good vibes. Good vibes.
Just keep having
Next time we go to Slab City, we're bringing Glenn.
He'll make us some friends.
Yeah, he will. So something cool, though, that we're doing this June is we're going on our first car rally. What is the Crown Rally is called. And basically it goes from, I believe, Denver to Las Vegas. The only problem is we need one more cool car, which I mean, we have cool cars, but like we'll take my GTR, we'll take the SEMA truck to haul all the other people, and then we need one more cool car. So either like a freaking Bugatti,
If anybody wants to rent
or
theirs
a
to us.
Ferrari, or a Lamborghini. Ben, this is when you're supposed to step up. You've been talking all this game. You're like, oh, I'm gonna have a Lamborghini next summer. Yeah, it's coming up, man.
I got time.
We need to lock that in, but that's gonna be sweet. I've never been on a car rally.
You think anybody's taking a fake vehicle on like a rally?
Probably not.
How
We
many
brought the
miles is
Shambo?
it?
Does it count as fake if it just has like
I
badges,
think
like
it's
a little SS
2,500
badge?
miles.
2,500 miles. Could you imagine driving the Shambo for 2,500 miles?
I was thinking you and Ken would do it.
I'm already driving the SEMA truck. I'm already worried about
no,
that.
no. you
we
hate
got
that.
Evan driving.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to drive the SEMA truck. What do you mean? You hate that thing.
Who's going to drive it then?
Evan.
Mike.
Evan and Mike.
Evan and Mike? Mike is actually the worst driver. I don't know. Can we try?
Mike is gonna run over a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Do we want the SEMA truck to come back in one piece?
I'm not worried about the SEMA truck coming back in one piece. I'm worried about what it does to other vehicles on the road. Mike. Mike.
I think we should, if we don't have anything else, we should bring Micah in and have Ken sit in and propose this hot dog eating contest.
Oh, I love that. I can't not picture Mike being that cat now. Like
He's always
I
been that.
picture him just coming in and sitting down here.
You're trying to keep something secret. He goes, they're just lying to you.
They're lying.
They're pranking you. No, sit down, Mike. We got something big. Something big. We're thinking about doing pay-per-view for this event.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what we're about to propose?
This is going to be our
you
big test run.
you and Ken are sitting down at the same time together?
Yeah. Well, literally, I was in my office, kind of just. I could hardly hear you guys, but all I heard was hot dog eating
Okay, now
contest.
you do know.
All right.
How do you feel about it?
I
Ken was
wa-
saying he's going to eat way more hot dogs than you.
That's the thing. I want to do a hot dog eating contest. We're gonna do a hot dog eating contest. I can't eat hot dogs
But
fast,
you love hot dogs.
Mike, I've seen you just slurp these hot dogs
dude.
down,
I
left
and
and
I
right.
still like, for the people listening. I don't know how many times I've had to clarify this. I don't eat hot dogs.
Yes, you do. You're
eat-
a hot dog gladiator.
Do you not
You're a
know?
glizzy assassin.
Yes, brats.
I
No.
hate to break
Jesus
this
Christ!
to
Do you guys not know the difference
Mike,
between
I've
brats and
seen
hot
you
dogs?
Put down 4 hot dogs, like the ones that like look like they're not cooked, but they're actually cooked.
Yeah, I don't eat those.
Like, I hate to bring
When?
it to you, but those what
When?
you claim are brats, they're hot dogs.
Yeah,
They're just
Mike.
glorified hot dogs.
Yeah, but they're still brats. The flavoring's different. I'll
Like,
eat hot
if
dogs.
that-
They're the same size and the same texture as a hot dog.
No, those because he was just saying those ones that are all weird, like Frank's, basically Frank's. Those are hot dogs. They say brats on the package. What am I supposed to do here?
What do you got against hot dogs?
Nothing.
This is some serious promo.
All
This
right.
is like a fight before they're talking
Yeah.
trash across.
Oh, so it's
like-
literally just me and Ken? No, that's
Yeah.
lame. I'm not
you
doing
guys
it.
have to do it. Yeah,
I'm not doing it
Hot
if
dog
it's not
eating
like at least
contest.
me, Ken, Evan,
Well,
and
that's the
one
thing.
of you guys.
All right,
That's the
so
thing.
I'm-
No. But here's the
So I'm
here's
winner by default.
What?
What? Why?
You know, what if we do it?
That's lame though. I'm only doing a hot dog contest if like a lot of us do it.
I do feel like it's more funny if we get more people involved.
Yeah.
Like
I think
three.
just two
This
people
is-
is easier to
I-
film, and
I-
it's you
yeah, I
two.
disagree.
You two love hot dogs.
I'm still down to do it, but I disagree.
There's really no storyline behind the rest of us.
No,
so, you
but
know?
yeah, I guess if you're going storyline wise, I just want a legitimate hot dog eating contest between my best friends.
Well, we can come back and do it again after you two do the championship.
Let's just skip straight to the championship.
When do you guys want to do this event? Should we plan for probably Friday night? I'd say so we can have all our friends there.
Oh, make it a spectacle.
Yeah, it's
boy.
we'll charge admission into the shop.
Yeah.
We'll have probably 5 people show up. I don't really want to charge more than $5. That's 15. We split that by 5, now 6. What is that? Roughly $2 a person.
Should we
What
get
do-
an announcer like
what
a
do-
Bruce
Whoa,
Buffer?
whoa.
Like
What do
Now
Ken
we're
and I?
I feel like the winnings
You guys
should
get
go to the
eat
winner
for free.
Yeah, what do
the
we?
door fee should go to the winner.
No, you
What
guys
is-
get to eat for free. That's
What
the
is
thing.
this? The UFC, bro?
what are you talking about?
Like the fighters of the UFC don't get paid shit. That's how I feel.
You're
right
getting
now.
hot dogs.
What do you
More,
mean?
you're going to spend
You're
your
gonna
money on
leave
hot dogs
full.
anyways.
I don't buy hot dogs.
Mike's getting so beat up about this.
I am.
Not a hot
I
dog
am,
thing.
and I will continue to.
You can now with the winnings, you can go and buy
Winnings?
some brats. Well, I guess
You
you're not
just
gonna
told
get
me
any.
I didn't
You're not,
get
you're Right.
winnings.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're just gonna get to eat the hot dogs.
and
Give you the
probably
leftovers, whatever you want to do
probably
with those.
throw them up afterwards. Like, is it how many we can eat in 10 minutes, or is it?
We're gonna look up the official rules.
What?
Yeah.
I think it's 10 hot dogs. in
We can do
10
it both
minutes.
ways. Yeah, like
You guys get a bowl of water though to soak your buns and
Yep.
That just sounds disgusting. I've never done a hot dog contest, but it's like they just
I
dip
haven't
the
either.
bun and
Believe it or
everything
not,
in,
you
in
guys,
water,
never done a
and
hot
then just
dog
try
either.
and get
wait,
it down.
you're telling me this is your first hot dog contest,
Yeah.
Mike?
Back
You
when
just
Mike
been
was
eating
10,
them.
he
You
was
just-
on the fair circuit. He was going on around all the county fairs, and he was he
You're
was
telling-
actually runner up one year.
You're telling me you just leisurely eat hot dogs?
Brats, yeah.
Mike, can you just do something for me? Can you get real low, just barely peeking over the table and just
Just say now.
I just want eye level. Like get this low for me.
Okay, and then I say now.
No, get lower. Get a little bit lower.
There you go.
Yeah, just say no.
Meow.
Thank you.
You're
I can
welcome.
rest easy tonight.
I just got the full rule sent to me. It's 5 minutes to down 10 hot dogs.
So we'll do 10 minutes because we're not professionals.
I mean, I don't
Let's
expect
just
you
let-
to. You're
let's-
gonna eat 10 fucking hot dogs in a sitting. I feel like you'd want just 5 because
Bro,
no matter
well,
how
you
many
just
you
said
do.
it's 10 hot dogs in 5.
I feel
Oh,
like I
Yeah,
could-
so if the timer runs out, then Ken probably might eat 7.
We
you
might
ate
as well
10.
we'll do 10.
Okay.
10
It-
for 10.
in 10 minutes, I feel like I can get 4 and then throw up, and then
Ken,
maybe
I
All right,
see.
I have this in the bag.
4
then.
hot dogs, Ken. 4 hot dogs.
I don't know.
You're already tapping out at 4.
I just know if I eat
I'm
that
done at
much, I'm
4.
gonna throw up, and then I'll probably I don't know.
Well, you can keep going then.
Yeah, then I get space my stomach for the rest, and
Man, CJ, dude, if YouTube doesn't work out for us, we could become promoters, bro.
We could definitely.
The next Dana White's right here of the hot dog industry.
Too bad there's not
We have
good money
paid
in that.
sponsors.
No, there's good money for the promoters.
You guys are gonna be like our prize eaters.
the promoters take the 90% cut. The
Ken
winner
and
gets 10.
Mike, after a year, are just so freaking obese. They're just like rolling
that's-
in. We're like, yeah, these are the champs. right
That's
here.
how I
they,
won.
they lose all of them, but we just go and bet on the other guy.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's what when you watch the hot dog eating contest, the professional ones on ESPN 8.
Joey Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut is
Yo-cho.
a relatively slender guy, and
That's
then
what I was
whoever that
saying.
other big dude is, he's got to be like 480. You know, I don't know, just some big black dude. He's just and he can't quite beat Joey Chestnut, but he's got to be like above 450.
Dude, Joey Chestnut's a beast, bro.
He's
yeah, him and Ryan, bro, they got like the same build.
yeah, dude. Joey Chestnut's kind of a freak of nature. Like if you guys have ever seen, you have to pop a clip up of him eating hot dogs. It's kind of gross watching. Because he goes hot dog, or he goes soggy bread in, and then uses the hot dog to push the bread in, and then more soggy bread, or maybe does two.
Like does a little.
weird.
Man, are you hearing this?
Yeah, dude, it's weird.
Mike's done his research already. Or I think
That's kind of the plan at least. Soggy bread, hot dog to shove it.
Are you not going to chew?
I'll let you know after I
Yo,
practice.
I want to say again though, go to the Versus app, download the Versus app if you're not. Look us up, CboysTV, and vote on who you think's gonna win, Micah or Ken.
Dude, this is going to be electric.
I'm already just dreading whatever prank you guys come up with.
Well,
to make
that's
this-
why you got to eat fast,
Sure
Ken.
that you're going to lose?
I'm contemplating the consequences of losing.
Ken, all I gotta say, man, is eat fast. Like really slip those things down your throat.
I'm not that good. I think Mike might have this
I
one.
guess
in the
I'm
bag.
wondering how
Ken's
Ken.
already giving up. Ken already just verbally quit.
Mike's just better getting those glizzies down his throat.
Ken, I thought you loved doing shit like this.
That's why I'm happy. I sat down and he goes, how do you think you'd actually do since you love hot dogs? I go, well, honestly, I'm just a small guy, but I think I could do all right. And then Ken's like 4. I'm like, all right, we're good.
Ken, you already showed all of your cards, bro.
I don't have any cards to show, so you might as well just throw them out there.
Dude, have you always had this just no confidence?
Yes, yes. I'm being 100% real. I know I can't do it.
This is something anyone could do, Ken. It's not even like we're asking you to hit a dirt bike jump or something.
Why? Why are you so confident that you can't do this?
Because I can't eat it fast.
How do you know that, Ken?
Because I just know. I feel like I'm going to throw up, and then most of the time it's like just burps up my throat.
That's part of being a hot dog warrior.
I'm so excited for this. I wish
Sometimes,
we were doing this
the older
tonight.
you get, you know your limitations, and you know, like, okay.
Well, when have you ever tested your limitations on hot dogs?
Usually it's at like 1, and it's just like, okay, this is more than enough.
Ken, I'm picturing it being 1 in the morning. He's testing his limitations of eating hot dogs.
You're
Usually-
testing other things with them.
Dude, this is so damn funny.
Yeah,
Every time Ken eats a hot dog, he just goes, nope.
I'm not
It's
gonna.
like, yep.
No way I could eat 10 of these.
It's like, yep, I don't need any more of those.
We'll start you off light. We'll get some corn dogs in you tonight.
Oh God, those are I hate corn
Little
dogs.
mini ones.
You hate corn dogs, bro?
Fuck those things.
Corn dogs? Fuck those things.
Dude, Ken, you are my favorite person to learn more about, dude.
Ken, you want to talk about your teacher threesome?
Well,
Well, why you got to come up with fake stories like that?
We do have something to admit. Ken and I didn't want to have to do this. I was trying to do it to help you. You know, and I feel like you really gained a lot of. I mean, people were. They were
bowing down to you.
bowing down to you. They were changing tides. I mean,
You were like
people
a
were.
legend.
Yeah, they were like, I take back everything I've ever said about Ken. Ken is awesome, and I was wrong. You sure you want to do this?
We can pretend this never happened.
Let's come clean. I think we got to come clean. I fabricated the Ken teacher threesome with Photoshop.
from start to finish.
Yeah. I even went as far into digging up a picture of Ken when he was in high school.
You did. You went deep on that one.
I know.
I thought I'd scrub those clean, but
I know you're a hard guy to find old pictures on, Ken. You do a great job of erasing everything, but that's not the point of this. Ken
you, CJ,
Ken didn't do it, and I got to get it off my chest. A
do
few
it-
people caught on. They were like, "Nah, that's a different news article."
you guys do a great job at coming up with these elaborate lies. They're not pranks. They're just lies at some point.
I think it's a
that
troll.
one-
That's a troll because I just came true about it.
These trolls get a little out of hand sometimes.
Out of hand.
It's pretty fucking funny.
They do. They get out of hand, I'd say.
What was your opinion on that one then? I'm confused then. If you think it got out of hand and you're acting like you didn't like it, but it did nothing but wonders for you.
Maybe not specifically that one, but some of these trolls get a little too elaborate and a little too out there.
That's the
Maybe
sign
not
of a
that
good
one.
troll. If you can make people believe
But when you
something
don't come clean with them,
That one was more of like a rumor, a funny rumor than a troll.
these get a little in-depth and they get told to too many people, and you just spread it. You cast your net very wide, and you never really reel that net all the way back in sometimes.
Especially with 1.5 million subscribers.
Like starting a rumor that Ken had a threesome with 2 teachers to 1 million subscribers.
Exactly like that.
I can see where you're coming from.
Sometimes it's just like you don't necessarily want some of that stuff just posted out there on the internet. It's
Even
just-
if
It is true then.
no, it's like you post that out there and it's not going to get deleted, and it's just people like, ooh, look at this guy, ooh. I'm just saying, like,
this guy.
I gotta say,
he had sex with 2 of his teachers in high school.
I'm just saying that's.
let's hire him. Actually, sounds awesome.
I mean, some people are going to look down on that.
Do you think they're actually gonna believe it?
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Tons of people did.
Did you not read all the?
I got
all the
so many
DMs?
messages about it.
I think everyone thought it was amazing. Quite frankly, like if you read the DMs or the comments, I've never read so much positive stuff about you.
I just think you're fabricating so much stuff. It gets a little out of hand sometimes.
Well, we're clearing the air then. It was a joke.
It was a joke. It was a rumor. It didn't happen.
It was really savage. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that we were putting it in a full-on YouTube video because I knew that we could just delete a story or a story
You edited
would go
it, Ben.
away.
CJ said, I want to Photoshop this article, and that was a little while back. And then you kind of just pulled it out in the video, and you're like, Ken, you want to talk about that? And it was weird because he was like really weirdly quiet about it. And you
Well,
were
no,
like,
most of the time you
Ken,
say,
well, but you were doing good at like acting, and
you
you're
say
like,
stuff
"Oh."
like that, and I'm like, okay, I know I can't say a single word about this, or else you're just gonna blow it up, and it's gonna be a bigger thing. So I'm not gonna say a single word, and I'm gonna walk away, and it's gonna disappear, and it's gonna
Right, and in that-
it's just gonna be wasted footage.
It did
Yeah.
make you look extremely guilty, though.
Why? Because I just didn't say a word and walked away.
Right, but I think he's saying had he said something, it would have made him look guilty.
Then you're
too.
gonna say something else, and it's gonna be.
I'm trying
all
to
this
figure out
big
who
thing.
didn't think it was awesome and who actually.
What'd your
If you
mom-
actually
did your mom-
looked
I
it
don't know,
up,
it's
it's
just-
not a real article.
But it's just something you look back in 5 years. If 5 years in the future, I'm gonna look back and be like, "Ooh, is that something I wanted posted out there necessarily?"
Bruh, that thing is minute compared to all the other shit.
But it's just
You know what? I'm
you're not getting
confused.
where I'm looking. You're not getting where
I
I'm
get what
coming
you're
from.
saying. I get what you're saying. But I am confused at the fact of I asked you what you thought of the article, and you said I didn't read it.
Well,
If I was on Instagram or watching a video and I saw Ben Roth had a threesome with 2 teachers as the headline, I would probably go, "Holy shit! I got to
What
read
is this
this.
about?"
What is this about?" And read it. But you saw that and you just went,
well, I'm
And then
also
you click
laying.
next.
I'm laying in bed, like literally diarrhea. I was. This was the day we were all sick, so it was just like I was having a terrible time, and then by the time
Yeah,
we
you
go back
Gotta
to
get
look at
that
it,
toilet in your room, man.
Yeah, not gonna lie, that is a horrible excuse to not read it. But diarrhea in your bed.
you know, I've been.
you weren't
I did.
curious to
I-
just read the article?
No, you know what I did? I looked at it. I pulled up the little menu and I contemplated, do I click delete on this? Do I click delete? And I didn't.
I thought you would have.
Pretty
On the
good. You had
YouTube
the
video?
You
No,
had
not on the
just
Instagram story.
You,
Oh,
you had
yeah.
the power.
I honestly, I thought you would have, and I wouldn't have blamed you for it if it would have just disappeared.
I thought about it long and hard.
But you didn't read it?
No, I didn't read it. Half the shit was covered up by your little sticker.
All right, fine. Well, fuck me then. I'm sorry I planted that joke. That was too far then. But also, sorry to do this. That's for hitting me in the nose.
I can take that.
Now we're square.
The beef is squashed.
And that's what we like to do here on CboysTV, particularly on the Life Wide Open podcast. We squash beef.
Yeah, and eat hot dogs.
and eat hot dogs.
Man, I'm excited for this one. So there's certain things that all the boys do that are kind of weird. They do it and you're like, God damn, why do you do that? There's just who everyone is, right? Everyone's got their little quirks. This one might have gone too far. This isn't weird. This is damn near criminal. CJ doesn't eat the crust on an Uncrustable PB&J.
Multiple times now you've been accused of this.
No, I eat the Uncrustable, but then it's like you get to the very last bit where you're holding, and there's no peanut butter or jelly on it. It's
But
just
don't you
shitty
hold
bread.
it all weird like that?
Why do you eat like that?
It's
Just
this
eat
big.
It.
Just you can eat the thing in 5
I prefer to
bites.
have like a nice juicy bite off of an Uncrustable. Good amount of peanut butter, good amount of jelly
You see the one
with the bread. It's just awesome.
You see the one I saw in the garbage this week? It was like a full-blown half of the crust on the Uncrustable was in the garbage can. And I was like, he just eats around it.
I
This
mean,
was just unnecessarily
No,
bread. You
I
didn't have
guess
to eat it.
I feel where you're coming from, but like if you were my kid and you were like 8, I'd be like, "Yo, I'm never buying you Uncrustables ever again." If you're not gonna eat because you're like too bougie to eat the bread around it
I'm not too bougie
or
at
whatever.
all.
That's not the right
don't
word, but
really
yeah,
like
you were
it.
like, "I just want the delectable peanut butter and jelly in the
Delectable.
middle."
Can I
Is
get
that
my
a word?
Can I get my Uncrustables like no bread?
Can you just put it on a spoon and just throw it into my mouth? I'm never buying you Uncrustables again.
Until you could prove you could eat the crust.
You ungrateful piece of shit.
Hey, where are you going with that Uncrustable? Eat that in front of me. That'd just be weird.
I
But
gotta bury it in the yard out back so my mom doesn't know about it.
I get a kick out of whenever CJ does that. He throws it in the garbage. One of us takes a picture of it in the garbage.
and we're like, dude, the uncrusty eater.
Why the fuck do I not see the picture?
The Uncrustable criminal.
Because we have a group chat without you. What do you think?
Jesus.
That's a little bit passive aggressive. Like something gets left around the shop or something is a certain way and you send it and you like send it to all the other boys but the person who did it.
Like Ryan going on this huge rant of throwing away your garbage in a meeting. We have a meeting specifically for just Ryan telling us to throw away our garbage.
we all have to pick up our stuff, and
Yeah,
all he does all day,
Bro.
he's complaining about he spends
No.
all day cleaning the shop.
I got to defend Ryan a
Picking
little
up
bit
after everyone.
And
because
then we get done with the meeting, and Ryan leaves, and he left his pudding cup on the
And
table.
a dirty spoon.
It was not my meeting.
Come sit in here.
I heard CJ was strutting around the shop like fucking for half an hour. We gotta do this, and this, and this, and this. And then it's like shortly after that, you had a small incident about as small as a pudding cup where you left something. And I'm like, dude, I get it. I'm all for like us wanting to keep the shop clean. So I wasn't not listening to you.
Ryan was a
No,
part of me.
I know. I was about
talking
it
about
too.
getting the shop clean.
Man, it was funny, though.
I almost couldn't believe it was Ryan because he was talking so big about how he's the only one who puts his stuff away.
I didn't say I was the only one. I just said that I commonly am cleaning up after everybody, which is true.
I almost didn't believe my eyes when I saw, is he really gonna leave it there? I'm gonna let him do it. I'm not gonna say anything. And then you walk out, get in your truck, and
It's a
drive
good
away. And I was
lesson to
like,
learn.
Hey, when you point at somebody, 4 fingers point back, 3 fingers point back.
Ben, I also caught you doing that a day later.
I never claimed to not do it, though.
All right.
Man, we got a lot of beef squashed.
Yeah, we did.
That was a good old boys podcast. Well, boys.
So who was that other guy you had on earlier?
Evan?
Evan, you had Evan?
Yeah, he's our buddy.
He's a cool guy.
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
I've seen him around here lately. That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna teach him how to design and shit, and we said he could have your office and everything, and
Yeah, we're just kind of we're phasing some people out, bringing
Right.
some new people in.
Right. Yeah, dude, Kevin sent me he sends me a picture. Yo, if Evan needs an office chair, and it just says lightly shat office chair, $75. I'm like, perfect, dude.
well, did it have a poop stain on it? What do you mean?
Dude, it had a massive poop. Like it looked like they'd shit it many times.
Why did they just throw it away?
Should get it for Ken.
That was the idea of the joke. Yeah,
Ken,
dude,
would you
Ken's
like
office
that?
chair is
No.
lightly shat.
Who would like that?
I mean, like a toilet. as like a chair.
No, that's just no.
Isn't that how you get
It was a
hemorrhoids?
brand new toilet though.
How is a toilet a good chair?
I don't know.
What do
you
you mean?
spend
You
a lot of
spend
time on
half
it.
your day on a toilet.
I will say.
Are you
I feel,
serious?
No, I'm with Ken. I feel very comfortable on the toilet. Like it's
Same.
enjoyable. Like it's a good time. You get to watch videos on your phone.
Extremely relaxing.
Got some peace and quiet.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
I'm there for it too.
No.
I officially do not understand you.
Why would you want a hard plastic seat
We
to sit on for a long period of time?
You get you a fuzzy one or something.
I don't get it then. Why do you spend so much time on the toilet?
Do you think
He's
I want?
pooping.
Do you think I want to spend time on the toilet?
Honestly, for the amount of time that you do spend on it, yes.
No. I don't think it's that out of.
We
the
got to get
ordinary.
timers.
Yo, we need a timer. We need a
for
timer.
everyone.
Yeah.
What, I've been in the bathroom twice today?
Yeah, for an hour each.
No, for 5 minutes.
No.
All right. I feel like the question's been answered. You wouldn't want a toilet as a seat. But if it was a functional toilet,
No, that's disgusting having it in your office.
we get you some blinds.
No.
All right. Well, on that note, I guess we're going to wrap up the podcast.
Hit the subscribe button.
And yeah, don't forget to grab your tickets for the hot dog eating contest.
I'm so excited about that.
We're going to put that in the next couple videos.
This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. And brats, not hot dogs. Brats.
All right. That's it.
Keep telling yourself that, Mike. All right. Thanks for listening. Peace.